How are you feeling about this video?
I was just gonna say I'm like nervous, but I'm excited because I feel like this is literally the $1 million question.
This is the $1 million question.
This is the $1 million question.
I feel like I'm gonna tell them / telling them now that if you guys disagree, like, I don't know, comment.
I know, that's what we always say. We're always like, this is just an opinion.
That's my opinion! Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get, I feel like Columbia people might.
You don't know what I'm gonna say though.
I know. Because I feel like either way, like no matter what this video is about, Columbia people are gonna say no.
Or like don't even have an opinion. Or Barnard people may be upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Well, now.
Okay, so that was Margaret. That's the M of MJD and NYC. I'm the D of MJD and NYC, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, hey. If you're old here, thanks for coming back. Like, comment, and subscribe, and comment any requests that you have, because as you can see, we're making more videos now. Yeah, so let's jump into it. So I have a few thoughts on this. Feel free to disagree, comment if you think you don't agree with anything I've said, comment if you agree, comment if you agree with some things and not others. These are my opinions. I always say this when people ask me. I'm very candid about it. I genuinely, like, really, like, I'm fine with people disagreeing. It is a tricky conversation sometimes. So here are my humble opinions. People don't choose to go to Barnard because they think it's an Ivy League school. People choose Barnard because it's a prestigious all-women's college, and that is very appealing to us. If you wanted to go to an Ivy League school, you would not choose Barnard. Not that there's anything wrong with wanting to go to an Ivy League school, obviously, but so when people say that Barnard students are using Columbia as a backdoor to get into an Ivy League school, it's honestly very insulting and just not true as a whole. Full stop, period. So then the question is, Barnard an Ivy League school or not? So there are two main reasons why I would say yes, and then I'll list some reasons why people say no, and then I'll conclude with all my thoughts on the matter. The two main reasons for the yes, the number one is Ivy League, like the Ivy League conference is a sports league. And Barnard is part of Columbia's sports. We don't have our own sports. Everything we do is through Columbia. So by virtue of that fact, Barnard is part of the Ivy League, and therefore Barnard is an Ivy League school. That's number one. Number two, our diplomas do say Barnard College of Columbia University. Columbia University is the umbrella. There are 4 undergraduate schools: General Studies, Columbia College, School of Engineering, Arts and Sciences, and Barnard College. So the same way there's Cornell University and there's whatever, cows, I don't know, or like Vanderbilt University and there's the Peabody and there's Arts and Sciences, etc., etc. That's what Columbia University is. So number one, it's a sports league. Number two, it is a part of Columbia University. It's on our diploma. It's the way the system is set up. Reasons why people like to argue that Barnard is not an Ivy League school. Barnard has its own lawyers, its own president, its own admission process, which is the same for all the undergraduate schools, but Barnard also has its own endowment. That's why it's not like going to Dartmouth. It's not like one of the Ivy League schools that you think of when you think of Princeton, Yale, Harvard, etc. Also, if you go to Barnard, you have your own Barnard ID, you have your own email. Like, there is a clear separation, and that is because it is an all-women's college, and it is Barnard. It's Barnard College. People want to go to Barnard. People do, of course, want to go to Barnard College of Columbia University, but you're choosing Barnard because it's Barnard. You're not choosing it because it's part of Columbia. Here are some things that I get annoyed about. If someone says Barnard's not an Ivy League school, I don't even get that annoyed at that comment, because it's like, I don't know who you're trying to put down. Like, I don't even know what you're trying to say. I don't care if you think Barnard's an Ivy League school. I think it's like weird that you have such a strong opinion about this, especially if you go to Columbia. You have a lot of classmates who are Barnard students. You're in clubs with Barnard students. Your peers are Barnard students, and to be like, Barnard's not a part of Columbia, it's like, okay, you got into Columbia, sure, have like if it makes you feel better that Barnard's not a part of Columbia, that's okay, that's cool. The thing that really bothers me most is when people are like, wow, it's so cool that you go to Barnard, it's part of Columbia, it's an Ivy League. And that, I feel like, is insulting for a variety of reasons, not just to me, but you don't have to go to an Ivy League school to be considered smart. You don't have to go to a state school. You can go to a community college. You can take time off. You can work as a bartender. Intelligence is such a fluid concept that defining it by whether or not you go to an Ivy League always riles me up. The second thing that is insulting is that Barnard's not good enough on its own. It's not like, oh, you go to Barnard. It's like, you go to Barnard, which is part of Columbia. And I'm always like, I go to Barnard. I'm proud to go to Barnard. I love Barnard. I chose Barnard. I love Columbia too. I love all my Columbia friends, but I don't need to be labeled as smart because you decided that you think Barnard is an Ivy League and therefore Barnard is worth your time. Oh my god, I got so sassy in this video. Yeah, okay, so those are all my thoughts. Please comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoyed this. I do agree, I got really sassy in this video. I fully stand by my opinions. I think I'm right with everything I said, but if you disagree, that's cool also. So talk to you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Please request more videos, and I will see all of you soon.